people who thinks they're the best, they're...
I don't want to throw like shit at people, and I don't like sales because I cannot sell something that is...
If it's just from the paradigm of like, look at me, 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 look at... Yeah, it's not about the music anymore. Or was it? Welcome to the Highbloo podcast. In this conversation, we landed on something neither of us planned to say, that it's not about the music anymore. My guest today is Ocsav, Belgian DJ and music producer who released on Blackbook Records, Pet Recordings, BunkaBall, LouLou Records, and more. Supported by Fatboy Slim, Gorgon City, Benassi, just to name a few. Played at Boiler Room, Ibiza, Dirtybird, Campout, ADE. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly why and whether the music industry was ever about the music. Here's our conversation. If your music was the only thing someone could use to understand who you are, what would they get right and what would they completely miss?
Wow! I like that question. I think it shows a lot of versatility that I have in my personality. So I am very adaptable. Wherever I go, I can adapt myself to any situations, especially in work related. But I get along with a lot of different kind of people, like different types of characters, and I think my music shows that. But I still have a red thread that a lot of people tell me that when they listen to my music they recognize my sound, but I go between breaks, house, tech house, minimal, deep tech, whatever, so I think this is a big part of my personality that I have, that not that I'm a psycho, but it's just I have different vibes, and this is mostly what you could get, and what you would miss. Wow, that's very hard to tell. I think maybe you don't get that too much, but in my mind, when I make music, it's always about emotions, and maybe you would not get that. I don't know, but for me it's like always super emotional when I write music, and all kinds of emotions, and maybe this could be something that you would miss. The
emotions. So people would miss the emotions. They would not get the emotions that you're trying to convey.
Maybe they would not get to the extent that I wanted to display. So for me it's always like I see colors when I write music, and these colors are emotions, and maybe when you listen to it you're just like, okay, it's just another house music track, and you will not, if you don't listen to it, like if you're not in the mood of that I wanted you to listen to it, I don't know, you might not get that. I'm also like very about emotions,
that makes sense.
Person. So that might be something that you miss.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I also see colors when I make music. Would you like to actually create maybe music videos or whatever, like artistic artworks or visual tools that allow people to see that part of the music?
That would be great. Because then I don't want to impose my ideas and my my ways of doing things, but I think that would help, just transferring my thoughts to the person that is listening to my track, because it's a very regular thing with me is I love sunsets very much, and I always imagine my music being played at sunset time, I don't know, like a closing track, or very emotional with the sun going down, I love fading colors, things that are fading into each other, and this I have a really clear vision of that whenever I make music. It doesn't have to be like the color of the sun, but yeah, I think these colors would help like getting you in the mood of the emotions I want to share with the listener.
Yeah, you have some visual pattern in your head consistently when you make music, and it's always that kind of the same pattern in your head.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's actually consistent when you make music, although it creates different songs.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, maybe you should try that, because I personally think that branding, we should call that branding, just expands the music you make. Like, I was such a fan of Justice at the time, and I felt that their brand and stuff just elevated their music so much that any other project on the side, I was like, yeah, it's cool, but look at these guys, and it's always... And I feel like it can also change the perception you have of the music itself. Because when you actually withdraw the brand, the visual aspect of it, and you actually try to understand it more technically and how they made it. So like if you listen to the samples and stuff, you're like, not as interesting as, not as interesting as when you hear it with the brand itself, I feel like.
Indeed. I totally agree with that. And yeah, in the case of Justice, I because you just said that, I think that for me it helped me going deeper in the size of the songs that they make, because for me it's when you listen to it, you are like pulled out of this planet and you're like on orbit, and the artworks they have they look like they are in the space, or in space or whatever.
Yeah, true.
Outside, like out of this world, and it helps you. I don't know. You have like a step back and a better view of the whole thing, and like the enormous vibe they have. It's like all the strings, like
it feels universal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, there is something universal, and it feels like, wow, it gives a huge kind of like feeling of like it's like part of like being a human being.
Yeah, indeed.
Like it's really primal and also universal. When you look at the Civilization music video, and it's like on this planet, and it fits perfectly the music, and it's called Civilization. It gives you like, wow, we're part of it. It's about us, because actually like branding is making sure, that's what I'm trying to teach in my other YouTube channel, is people kind of get branding wrong. They think it's just about creating like a logo and stuff like that, but actually branding it's about like making people the hero of the story, the fans. Like if you take Nike, their tagline is just do it. If you take Apple, it's think different. They're talking to you. They're making you the hero of the story. It's not about like Apple. Yes, Apple has like the brand identity, but that's only one layer of it. Then the actual real winning layer is actually making the audience the hero of the story. So actually, that's why visuals are really important, because people can see themselves.
Identify a lot.
Yeah.
It's very tricky. It's I mean, it's tricky. I say that because I release a lot with different labels, and it's very hard to keep consistency in that specific area, because every label has also a brand identity that they have to keep, and they don't really have like too much room to play with. So it's a tricky. It's a bit.
It's tricky, and also
I will be launching my record label as well, because you told me that before, and I will focus a lot on that, and it would be much easier for me to do exactly what I want to do and reach the right level of
branding.
Branding, and then each color, each message. It's gonna be very nice.
I think that now more than ever, like this is how you can be competitive, because AI music, everybody releasing a song every so fast, you know, like you have to stand out with how you tell the story and how you get them hooked to make them their hero and stuff. So that's why like my strategy is not to release on any labels, but like release really hooky, catchy singles, and for each single flood the internet with like branded, relatable stuff, you know?
Yeah. But this is for me. I don't think I will do that because it's like it's very like time consuming, and also like bring a lot of effort into one thing. And I mean, maybe you have the strategy and you know that it will work, but for me it's also like more about the human, I don't know, the how do you say that, like the fact that you try to do it more naturally and not pushing it too much, and just because it's also part of my personality, you know, like I'm a laid back guy.
Totally.
So just
totally. You have to find what works for you.
Exactly. So
yeah, of course.
This will work for you, but then not for me, because I know that this will. I could do this once, twice, and then I will give up. So this is not good.
Yeah.
I don't have the consistency, and I just want to put things out there, and then I don't know. I will play my tracks, that's for sure, and if people like it, that's good. But otherwise, I just want to share it. That's it, you know.
Yeah, you have to do something that is really aligned with you. Ultimately, that's what works. And whatever the strategy, as long as you believe in it and you just do it, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Consistently, it's consistency is what works.
Yeah, exactly. I believe in consistency a lot because I've been making music for a couple of years now, and I see the traction. You know, like more supports from DJs, more plays, more whatever, more everything. So more gigs, more opportunities, and it's amazing. But it takes time. You know, I'm here for the long haul. So I'm not in a rush. Sometimes I just comparing myself to others actually make me feel bad, but it's not the way to go forward.
No.
For me. It's just actually it makes me freeze, and that's the only thing that happens. So it's bad. Just going at my own pace and doing precisely what I want to do and how I want to do it. And I know like eventually things will pop. And to go back to the record label, I will just start like very small, only my music, very like Bandcamp, and very easy. And then if I want to, I will go to Spotify, and then also Beatport, etc. Because as you said, like I'm really annoyed by that, but I'm getting so many ads from Suno. I hate it so much, and they advertise it like it's like Amazon, or like all these super easy things, like you just 2 clicks and then you get the delivery. And no, it's like you get the track in 30 seconds, and they try to tell you that it's a good way to make music, and it's absolutely not. It's the complete opposite. For me, it's insane. It's completely insane. So I cannot compete with that, because I'm just one guy, and I'm just driven by passion, and that's it. And then you have like bad guys that wants to make you believe that you can have a career super easily, and then you can make good music super easily, and we will never have an identity, brand, whatever with Suno. It's impossible. It's destroying the music.
Suno, I think the tool itself, it's super interesting. However, the way it's marketed and what it's actually creating, the downside of it is really questionable.
I know a lot of producers. Like some that use it, but I think in a good way. And
I use it.
It's fine. I don't care. But I mean, music.
I use it, and actually, like the way I use it, I think there's like nobody. So like just a small amount of people can use it the way an actual musician can use it, because
it's a tool, so it's fine.
After 20 years of producing, you can use it the way I would use it, or you would use it, because it's still just a tool we use.
Yeah,
And it's like a co-producer at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little help.
Otherwise, and also, look, I like sometimes like I even write songs with them, with Suno. But I've spent 10 years of my life also writing songs. I could not just like, it's also a skill to just hear the right. Know how a song is created. Like the thing. The marketing, the narrative that you say that it's like, yeah, you'll be a genius in 2 seconds. No
way.
The actual musicians who use it can expand themselves and do a 10x, 100x better producers, but you can't go from 0 to 100.
No, it's impossible.
With no skills.
Impossible. It will sound so generic. Just like we are flooded by AI generated music these days. So have you seen?
The thing is. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was because this makes me think about what Traxsource did. You know, they now categorize.
Yeah.
I find this very amazing because you can now know if the music was like partially generated by AI or just fully or not at all, whatever. So it's I think as someone that likes music, I mean, maybe someday I will listen to AI generated music and I'd be like, oh wow, this is super nice, not knowing it's AI. But I still doubt it because
I think that you can like, if you're someone who has the skill and you just prompt something, like I've been messing around with it, but it's gonna produce 100 tracks and you're gonna pick one, and that's gonna be the right one because you actually know, oh wow, this is actually really good from start to finish. There's actually like a chorus that makes sense, a verse that makes sense, a pre-chorus that makes sense. Like you can't guess that even with the skill, you know. So without the skill, but yeah. It's a weird moment for music, but for other industries, AI is amazing, but at the same time, it's weird. But the guys who make actually money with AI are people who are also in the position where, oh wow, I always wanted to make music my whole life. Now I have a tool for me to be doing it. So these guys, they see it as an opportunity. For them, it's amazing, you know. It's like, but for the musician, we're like, you know. So exactly. it creates some positivity, but it creates also some negativity, and it's just.
Of course. It's a bit of both. But I from like my perspective and from the ads I receive, I don't know why I'm targeted because I guess I make music, so I'm targeted. But I'm like, wow, yeah, if this is the way you advertise this shit, you know, this is never gonna be a good thing. Never.
Advertising is always about transformation and telling you that you can do something faster than you were actually doing it, you know? So I'm teaching now how to scale a DJ Instagram account, and I say, okay, how to go from 0 to 10k followers in 3 months, and I give you the framework. But I've been doing that for years. It's actually not taking 3 months. It's like actually years of building the skill before you can do it in 3 months. You know? But still the narrative is like, this is how I did it in 3 months. And so all these people on YouTube, how I made 1.5 million in 6 months, they don't say that it's been 6 years before, 7 years before they actually were able to make it in 3 months. You know, that's the weird, and it's the same with anything. So the same way musicians are going to produce great tracks with Suno, you know.
Yeah, maybe
it's because they have been producing for tons before.
Yeah. Maybe someday I will play a set that is only tracks. I don't know. Maybe I'll be like, oh damn, it's so good. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I hope not. It would be bizarre. I think the human maybe. I think the human will always be the center of the music. I mean, for for my genre and my, like, I don't know, my scene. I think that the human will always stay at the center of everything. Whatever, you know, the world we evolve in, because okay, maybe like if you want to go to a super big headline show of I don't know, Anima or people like that, maybe this will be AI generated shit, I don't know, and this could make sense. But if you go to like small clubs and like small scene underground, it's all underground will always be underground, and I think it's not going to change, never.
No, it's not gonna kill that part of the job.
Yeah.
That's why more than ever branding and storytelling matters, because like if you can make a track with AI, you have to promote yourself and be able to create something that's actually human, and that so it won't kill the live aspect of it. Yes, there might be a tiny percentage of AI artists maybe in the future, or maybe we're completely wrong, everything's going to be AI music, but I think that still, like, we're humans and people will still need to relate to stories. And if you are a human being, you relate to stories because you feel it's part of you, and so only human can tell stories. I mean, AI will not. I mean, they can create stories, but they're just not. It's not a human being. So I mean, how to
really relate to whatever.
I mean, maybe like people are just gonna create like fake personas and stuff like that. That's maybe what's gonna be.
Yeah, but I think this is already being.
It's already being done.
And I think it doesn't work because I'm talking about something I don't know, so I don't take that for granted. But I think I've seen or heard a story of one person that created an AI generated DJ. It was a female DJ, and then it worked, and then afterwards you had to hire a real person to perform because he was asked to perform. I think it was a guy, and then he had to hire the woman that would look like the person he created. So it was fuck, you know. But still,
at the end of the day,
it's still a human, you know. So in the end, that plays right in front of you.
Yeah, so basically it's giving a voice to people who don't want to show their face. Yeah, but then in the end, like if you want to put the live show, you have to hire someone, so it's weird.
Yeah, it's like DJception, you know. It's completely crazy. You don't
but
know what's real, what's fake.
Yeah, it depends how artistry will evolve. But at the end of the day, I think the artists that are up there, they always have some sort of mindset where they adapt to whatever the world requires them to do.
Indeed.
So probably if it's only AI, behind it will be great artists. If that makes sense.
Yeah, could be. But now I see Jamie Jones, for example, and I don't think this guy is using AI for his music. I have no idea, but I don't know. It doesn't sound AI or Christassi, but Christassi is pretty new because he hasn't been in this position for like 20 years. But yeah, Jamie Jones, all these guys like him, I feel like they're not doing that. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm saying because I'm not in studio with them, but I feel like they're not doing that. Or someone like Chris Lake also, because he's a freaking genius, and he's also doing like so many live sessions, and you can see that he's not using AI. And he knows so much about music and about Ableton and all these things. It doesn't need that. So. And he's been in the game for so many years, like 20 years, I guess, or even
25.
More. Yeah, even more.
Because I know the Chris Lake from when I started DJing in 2009, and it was like another Chris Lake.
Yeah.
It's not the Chris Lake everybody knows. It was like some sort of house techno kind of.
It was also
kind of cheesy, it was a bit cheesy at the time, you know, to be fair.
A bit ghetto house as well, no? Like, I feel like I have old songs like, I don't remember
the Dirtybird, the Dirtybird
Yeah, exactly.
Ones. Yeah, but that's later on.
Okay.
Because like back in 2007, 2008, I already knew Chris Lake, but it was like more like UMEC, you know,
Okay.
UMEC?
Oh yeah.
It's the old UMEC kind of thing. So he was more like tool room kind of thing from back in the days. And then I saw his name again, and he was in the scene with Fisher and stuff, and I was like, Chris Lake? So for me, it was weird to see him there. Because I knew him from a different perspective. Yeah, but he definitely adapted so well, and like what a good entrepreneur, you know.
Yeah. Success story, definitely. Yeah. Now he's leading the thing. He's amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
Really good.
Quick break. If you're a DJ and you feel stuck, not getting bookings, not growing on Instagram, not sure what to do next, I might have something that can help you. I just launched Highbloo DJ University, where I teach exactly what I'm doing right now as I rebuild my DJ career. How to grow your DJ Instagram, how to get a fully booked calendar, and how to build a brand that actually works. It's a YouTube channel with tons of free content. Link is in the description. Now back to the conversation. Okay, next question. Someone walks in right now and offers you 25 million euros to stop making music forever. You take it or not?
No, I don't think I could do that. It's like I couldn't even make music for myself.
No, you can't. You have to stop making music.
No. It's impossible. Because for me, it's how I express my emotions. So I don't think I maybe later in my life, I don't know, I will find something as powerful as music. But it's really it's healing. It's expressing. It's so good. You know, you can also share with other people. It's first for me, of course, but it's amazing, this feeling of doing something and then you can share with people and they relate to it. The way you relate to it, there's nothing that can buy this. It's impossible. This feeling is so unique and also it's like, I don't know, it warms up my heart, you know. Whenever I see someone playing my track, I'm like, wow, it's insane, you know. It's insane because it's like you do something and someone else take it and like sublime it, and it's the best feeling ever. So yeah, I would not be able to live without that. It's especially now because it's the thing I put most time, you know, in. So yeah, there's no way. It's too hard.
Yeah, that question is about what that 25 millions can't replace. And you said it,
not that feeling. It's because it brings me so much happiness. It's so good.
You said healing even.
Yeah, because when like even through like hard times of my life, I've been making music, you know, like almost every day. It's just like I'm going through phases. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm like, I don't know, like all the emotions, and I feel strong, I feel weak, I'm excited. There's always a vibe, and then like I translate that into music, so it's very cool. And also it brings me nostalgia. It helps me, I don't know, remember things. It's very attached to the some specific times of my life. When I listen to one track, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when I made that track, how I felt, what was going on in my life precisely. So it's like a diary, you know. But it's music, so that's why I think it's healing. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, what is the earliest memory you have of feeling like you didn't fit the mold of what people around you expected?
So this is related to music, I guess.
Not really, it's yourself. It's childhood kind of thing. Maybe you felt like you didn't fit the mold. And what is the earliest memory of that?
Yeah, this is probably because of like health issues that I had when I was a kid. I was like allergic to a lot of things, and then I would be, I don't know, I would be set apart. Like, so it was mostly food allergies, and then whenever a birthday came, I could not eat the cake, for example. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm not part of the group, and then like I'm not, as you said, I don't fit the mold, and I don't know what to do, and like how is it gonna be when I grow up? And so I would start questioning myself. I even thought I was gonna die at some point because I was different, You're just asking yourself questions when you're a kid. You don't know anything about life. So yeah, I think this is maybe the earliest.
And you think it did influence the way you actually grew up? And
yeah, because I think I would try to compensate with my personality and being funny and the troubles.
And your music as well? And you think that music
music, I don't know about music. I was influenced by a lot of people. First, my brother introduced me to like the Vitalik, Etienne de Crécy, all these people when I was, I don't know, when I was 10 years old, and then it never left me. And then another friend of mine started DJing, so I wanted absolutely to try as well with the little Hercules shit, like that was so lame. And then the same guy, he started producing music. He was going to classes of Ableton classes, and I did the same. And I was like, oh, this is amazing! Like being able to create a song, and then eventually maybe someone plays it, or myself. But yeah, I don't think this is related to the fitting the mold, but actually yes, because I wanted to be a bit different and like have my own thing. So maybe actually this is also something to differentiate myself from other people, because I was not I never learned how to make music like a musician, like playing guitar, playing the piano, whatever. I don't know anything about that. Like I don't know like the music theory of anything. I mean, I've learned it through, the process, but I'm not really into that. It's more like I'm just making it happen, whatever it costs me. And I felt like, making music on a computer would be something different. So I remember when I was in school, like in secondary school, I would have to, I don't know, do something for my French class, like an essay or whatever, and I would record myself reading it, and on the background I would put my music. So that was like I would be original. So yeah, I think that also it's a will to kind of differentiate myself from all the others and just have my own thing, so I chose music for that reason.
Yeah, being an artist always tell a story about how we grew up and what we wanted to prove to some extent,
Yeah. But at that time for me, it was I would not call that being an artist. It was just a way for me to achieve something. And then later I was like, oh yeah, okay, actually I am an artist. That's true. So let's focus on that and explore all the possibilities that I can have. So yeah.
Artist can mean so many things, you can be Steve Jobs and be an artist. You can be whatever, exactly. As long as you have a creative process that is aligned with you from the perspective of your background, that makes sense based off your background. And for me, you're just an artist, because artist is creativity plus taste, so it's background and this willingness to create and to show ideas you come up with that showcases who you are ultimately and what you want to say, what you want to express, depending on how you feel in the moment, which evolves all throughout your life. So that's what artist is, you know.
Yeah, it's such a big word, you know. When you it's like, oh wow, he's an artist. Like that's someone that is established, you know. No, it's not. It's just like we have these stereotypes, you know, and you don't want to be, you know, like also maybe because you think that you're not good enough to be an artist. Maybe that's also
fuck that, you know,
that I struggle with. Yeah, but man, it's like it's sometimes it's hard to actually look back and you realize that actually what you've done was nice, and then you achieve some things, and when in the moment you have no idea what's going on, you know. So this is also something very hard to go through. Even
I say fuck that. This comes from the fact we compare ourselves to the outside world, because if you're the only person in the world, you do not care about that. So fuck what people think about you. Fuck comparing yourself. You're legit. Everybody's legit as long as they're just doing it, because everybody's just in a learning process, you know. We should not feel guilty for anything in life. So fuck that. That's my answer to things
I agree with you. It's not being legit. Is for me, it's more like, or I mean, no, because you said guilty. It's not guilty. It's more like, I don't know. Is that enough? You know, like it's always also being satisfied by what you've done, and I don't know. It's
a learning process, you know. I think that the mindset that made me succeed in my businesses and starting to see real traction each time I would create something is to actually stop trying to reach a goal, but being in a learning process. I'm doing it to learn, and then like everything changes because you're just learning.
Yeah, exactly.
It does not matter, you know. It does not matter if you're just learning, whatever, you know.
Yeah. Exactly, and learning is so nice. I mean, it opens up so many doors, and it also even if you don't do anything afterwards, just for fun or whatever. But it's if you learn something and you never use it, it's fine. But just like the process of learning is so interesting. Like it's wow, you see things differently, and then also you tell yourself, okay, maybe I can do more. I can do better. It's great.
Totally. Okay, is there something apparent or close figure said to you maybe once, maybe offhand, that you're still carrying today?
Yeah, I mean, of course, my family, my parents, my grandparents, my cousins, etc. When I like had some milestones in my career, like playing in Tomorrowland, etc. I saw that they were like, okay, this guy is serious. And for me, playing at Tomorrowland is not like you can play Tomorrowland and then you go back to your life. You know, it doesn't mean anything. And for them, it's like, wow, you are doing great, and you are someone. And I was like, wow, it's so funny to see how people actually see you after I don't know, a certain step in your path. And I realized that a lot after Tomorrowland, and I don't care, because I was really happy that they were happy to see me thrive in a way. So it's super cool, because you know you talk about stuff, and also they're happy that they know you somehow, and I think that's really cute. It's not about bragging or whatever. Like, no, they were not like, oh, I know these guys. Like, oh yeah, I'm super happy that I'm here with you and we can talk about it. And I saw you, I don't know, on Instagram or whatever. And so yeah, this happened a lot. But I think the first time I went. The first time I signed a record, it was on a Portuguese label, and I remember telling my parents, and they were like, "Wow, okay, yeah, you signed something." It's I don't think they really understood what was going on, but still, like, something concrete happened after I don't know, years of trying to produce some music. Them realizing that it was becoming true. It was something. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you woke up tomorrow and felt nothing when you thought about music, completely neutral, what would be left of your identity?
Oh, I like jokes, so I think that part of me would be very, very sustained. But yeah, music is it's yeah, it's a lot. But yeah,
Are you trying to be funny in your music? Meaning like not the music, but in the way you communicate.
Yeah, because I with a lot of my the titles of my tracks, it's puns. So
True, true. I
like
saw that.
Club Dance
Shaquille
Waves,
Arms and stuff
Shaquille
like that.
Arms, yeah, like Beverly Milf. Amazing,
Beverly Milf.
amazing title. I love it. Yeah, so this is very important to me because I crack so many jokes all day long. It's yeah, I'm very humorous and I share that with all my friends. And this is very important to me as well. Like if I cannot really stay with people that never laugh, it's for me it's just something that doesn't exist. So yeah, this is.
I felt that about your music, and I like that because I also liked Claude Van Stroke because of that. I feel like this guy also had this kind of approach like you.
Yeah.
Dirtybird is a funny label,
Exactly. Yeah, so yeah, I like that a lot, and I see also a lot of other people that do that, and it's always funny when I read the like a stupid track and I'm and then I also that's how I remember it because it's funny, so it's a hook, so yeah. Or I made a track called Salt Lake City, and there is a guy from Salt Lake City that was like, man, I'm from Salt Lake City, and then you made this stupid track Salt Lake City, and I connected with him, and then he's actually throwing parties there, and then, like, I know if I ever go there, I will connect with him, maybe play whatever, but it's staged, so it's now I talk with him.
That's funny.
So yeah, it's yeah. So that would be the main thing that would stay with and stick with me.
All right, so second part of the podcast, it's gonna be more about calling the bluff. Do you think a loving relationship can slow you down? And have you been in one that did?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe not slowing me down, but like just not caring about it. Yeah, this happened. So I think this could be true, because if you don't go if you don't go forward, maybe it's the same as slowing you down. If you stay at the same point and nothing happens, I guess it's the same. But now, like, I'm in a very super nice relationship where my partner is super supportive, and then she's also part of my project because she helps me with like the clothes. She designed the clothes. She tried to make me like super nice outfits and stuff like that. So I see how powerful it is. Because she also likes my music, she wants also to be part of it, to help me. So she's also joining me in the record label, and also the collective we're trying to build with parties and stuff like that. So it's super powerful. It's amazing, and actually I don't see myself without that. So it would not work. I mean, now that I know this, I could not imagine the rest of my life without it. So it's not being in a relationship where you are where you are supported by your partner. I also support her, of course, in her endeavors. But yeah, it's. I mean, maybe that can work, but not for me. It's it has to be all or nothing, Yeah.
And in this situation, it's more than a support. It's like sharing the belief.
Yeah. Because as an artist, you also go through so many doubts, and I don't know, you have a lot of anxiety. It's it's very hard sometimes to see other people thrive, and you're like, oh my god, what have I done? Maybe I should have done things differently, blah blah, and then you question all yourself. And having a partner that believes in you is a game changer. Helps you, I don't know, realize that it's okay, and it's not a big deal. It's just like you are in your head way too much and thinking about stuff that don't matter. So yeah, it's very helpful.
Why do you think you feel that anxiety? Like, is it because you
socials? That's the only problem I have.
Social media?
Yeah, that's the only problem.
I mean, like, what I mean is it comes from something deeper, because you want to achieve some sort of success with your music.
I'm growing, and I want to achieve a lot of stuff, and I have so many goals, and sometimes I actually feel like I'm super slow, or I'm nowhere, I'm nobody, or not that I want to be somebody, but I just want to be successful, you know. Socials just make me compare with other people, which is completely stupid, because everybody has a different story, different path, different energy, different everything, and it's the worst way to realize that. So
it's not stupid. It's you legitimately have the right to feel that. Plus, social media increases all of it, because you have to look at everybody on a daily basis, you know, so it's normal to feel that way.
But it's a huge burden sometimes. You're like, okay, I've done this, okay, maybe I can relax a little bit, you know, and then you see like people really putting out a lot of stuff, like the tours, whatever, everything, and then you're like, wow, so far. And also, like, it doesn't help you look back on what you did and what you achieved. You always go forward. I mean, I only look forward, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should stop and you know, look both ways and appreciate what I have, and also maybe focus more on what I want to have, and not like just like popularity is not something that I want to achieve per se. It's more like having fun, having good times, and sharing. But what you see is mostly like like big festivals, or like famous people, or I don't know. Not everything that I need is in there, so the focus is not right for me. Yeah.
Doesn't it give you fuel as well?
Sometimes, yeah, because so it's actually both, because seeing people being successful is also very cool, because you're like, yeah, this is amazing, like super inspiring. And at the same time, sometimes it's the opposite, especially when it's people that I can relate to, like people I know or whatever, you know. And I'm like, oh yeah, so I don't know, someone that has the same level as me, and he did something amazing, and I'm like, wow, I need to do it now. I need to do something, but I want to do something not for the right reasons, because I want to have what he had, and no, it's not a good way of thinking. It's just like it doesn't fuel me in that sense. So
yeah, it's always important to recenter, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And on the other hand, it's like I see like someone that I admire, and it does something, she does something great, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm rooting for that, you know. This gives me faith, this gives me energy, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I hate it as much as I love it.
Yeah, and I think like probably the more you grow as a person, the ups and downs that you have when you start, the key is to like flatten them, you know. And so the ups and downs become like more of a flat line, which is impossible to get to, you know, because life isn't a flat line.
Yeah, exactly.
But to handle those emotions in a healthy way for you to manage them, you know. But yeah, it's difficult. Quick break. If you're a DJ and you feel stuck, not getting bookings, not growing on Instagram, not sure what to do next, I might have something that can help you. I just launched Highbloo DJ University, where I teach exactly what I'm doing right now as I rebuild my DJ career. How to grow your DJ Instagram, how to get a fully booked calendar, and how to build a brand that actually works. It's a YouTube channel with tons of free content. Link is in the description. Now back to the conversation. Look at the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they where you want to be in 5 years?
That's a good question. I don't think so, because people around me are, I think we have all the same
Mindset?
yes, same mindset, same energy, and we are all growing at the same time. So I think we are all going in the right direction, and we are actually, look up to other people that we don't necessarily know, and I know people that I want to be there in 5 years, for example, but they're not my closest people. So no, the answer is no. But I'm in a growing environment, so it's much more exciting, because everything is like the field of like possibilities is enormous. Like we can do whatever we want to. So I think this is much more exciting. Yeah.
Okay, the question comes from the fact that through my life I've realized that environment is so important. When I moved to the States, it changed completely the way I saw the world. I was in Belgium and I had a different mindset. I was in a different environment with artists and stuff, and then I met people who were making millions, and it was completely different, and it conflicted with the way I was seeing the world first. And so I'm also not living in Belgium anymore to be consuming, because right here in Italy where I live, like I'm trying to surround myself with people that elevate myself. Yeah. And so what I do is I consume podcasts. I consume content all the time to be surrounded by these people, because outside I cannot find them. And I think it's so important in if you want to achieve your goals, to be surrounded by the right people, because you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with that. And for me, it's more about like rooting for each other, supporting each other, like also helping people understand that you can do whatever you want. You can, keep your keep you on earth. It's just like you don't have to
keep you grounded.
Yeah, exactly, grounded, and then you don't have to think too much. Just go for it. Just do it. Yeah, exactly. Just do it, and then we'll see. And of course, you have to think, like you always need a bit of strategy. Whatever bullshit. But I think the driving force is the most important part of the journey. If you want to achieve something, so this you can get this by surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded and that give you energy, and they don't restrain you. Yeah.
So.
And not only people in music, like I have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Who don't give a shit about music, and for me it's very important as well not to be only in music or in.
Yeah, I think we underestimate how much the rooms we walk into every day are reprogramming us.
Yeah, exactly.
What room changed you the most?
I've been to so many rooms, it's very hard to tell.
Well, for me it was going to the US, for instance.
Okay. I don't know.
For a lot of people it's traveling and like living in Thailand. You go live in Thailand for 6 months, you go live in there, so that kind of room. When I say room,
I know. Because actually, like all my experience were like formative a lot. So picking one is very hard. Yeah.
You can change. You can choose multiple.
Well, I think first I would, because this is very easy. But I've lived in Moscow for a bit, and this was a life-changing experience because it's so different from Europe, from Western countries. It's like the US, but it's communist. It's very I say US because everything is big. But you have like McDonald's next to like a statue of a
Right.
statue.
Right.
It's clashing all the time. It's amazing. I don't know if you've ever been to
Never.
Russia.
Never.
It's amazing.
I only dated Russian girls, but never went to the country.
Well, you get the gist of it, I guess. But it's very it's so different, and people are they look like they are sad, and actually they're super nice, and they will talk to you, and they will take you to their apartment, and they will share food with you. You know, they break the bread and then everything, and then it was you know, all the things you see through media, through YouTube, whatever. It's a part of that is true, because of course a lot of wasted guys are on the street drinking vodka, but a lot of incredibly kind people, and also the music scene is amazing. Like I could go to any concert of any artist. They would go to Moscow, and underground, mainstream, whoever, that this was amazing. And even if it's like a very strict country, I felt so free there. It was weird. Because of that, you know, it was like all the possibilities I had there to go and do all.
It's safe. Maybe it feels safe.
Yeah. There's a lot of police and stuff. Also because I'm a man, I'm white, so it's very easy for me to, you know, to go through the streets of Moscow and not have.
You could look like a Russian dude, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So easy for me. So yeah, this was also very. This was
one. I once dated this Russian girl, and she said, "You know what the difference is between American and Russian?" And she said, "Americans, they're like apricots, and Russians, they're like coconuts. The Americans, they're like soft on the outside, and then when you go inside, you know, it's like super hard to get in, you know, because it's like a hard And then the Russian, they're like the coconut. They're like super hard, but then when you get to meet them, they're like, "Oh, let's go, man, let's drink vodka." And you're like, you know, it's like the opposite, you know.
Yeah, that's literally the truth. So it's there's no way to better describe that. It's amazing because they don't do small talk. They don't do anything. They just, you know, you talk to them, and then if they like you, then you will talk to them for like 5 hours straight. But yeah, that was amazing. Yeah. Another one would be I used to work at the Belgian Parliament, and so I could see like the behind the scenes, you know, of the world of the politics in Belgium, and then this was a bit frustrating and also very disappointing, because you see like how the word is
running. It's being run, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. So yeah, impressive and also very disappointing at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so some bold statement. The amount of success you have, okay, is always correlated to the amount of value you bring to the market. How do you make sure that you fill that gap?
Yeah, I think it's just how you sell it. This would be my answer, because you can, I think with a little you can achieve a lot. So, you know, it just depends on how you see your successes, how it appeals to other people, because you can have so many successes and then nobody gives a shit about them, because you didn't brand them the way, you know, they should be branded, or you didn't sell them the way they should be sold. So it's just the way, your way of like enhancing your successes. That's it for me. That's easy answer, but it's just
Yeah.
you can treat them the way you want to, and if you want to make something like big out of something very little, it's just words. It's just how you like perception. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
So do you think that, like you mentioned that you have trouble with social media? Do you think it's because you're a bit afraid of being seen or judged? It's something that you fear, or?
No, not really. It's more about, you know, the quality of the message. I don't want to throw like shit at people and then pretend it's good, you know, like, oh yeah, I did this, and like to extrapolate something that is not good, and to make people believe, and even myself believe, that it's good. I that's in that way. Okay. I don't like sales, because I cannot sell something that is bad, you know.
Nobody, yeah.
It's a lot of people can do that, and I cannot do that, you know. It's
or maybe for them it's good, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I used to.
But what do you mean? What like? Can you be specific? Like when you say like, what do you mean like about the bad? What is it exactly?
I don't know. Like it's just pretend that something is important when it's not. Just
like you mean like about your project, like about your music, and like exactly. Say, oh look, yeah, but that's why, like, again. And I agree with you, is that the perspective of an artist is thinking that it's all about himself, you know, but you can always market your stuff making it about people, you know. And the moment you switch that into that mindset and perspective, and you try to make it about them, then you're trying to make something that's relevant and good, and that brings value to them, and ultimately it's a win-win situation. But I feel you, like, if it's just from the paradigm of like, look at me, like, it feels like, you know,
yeah, and
weird.
Also I could never say like, oh, this is such a good track that I made. Like I mean, I would say that I love this track and I'm super proud of it, but I would never say like, this is the best track ever, listen to it, you know. So for me, this is I could never do that, because I would never believe in that, you know, like be that bold and showing off, you know. And this could apply to everything else.
And you think that the big artists are actually delusional to that way? They
are, you know, borderline sometimes.
Yeah. So you need a big ego.
Yeah, kind of, or just being good at sales, because in the end, that's what you do, and you're okay with that, you know. But it's for me, it's a bit like lying, you know. It's
but yeah, people who think they're the best, they're lying to themselves, but they believe in it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But that's all. That's also that's different, because that's perception. When you deliberately lie, I mean, it's white lies, but like, oh yeah, big bam bam, and then I don't know. It's just like, okay, you did like one tiny thing, and then they just think it's like the biggest thing on earth, and I don't know, because I feel like I know that they know it's not that big, and then they're just making a fuss out of it. I don't know. For me, it's weird. But maybe also I'm being very like judgmental right there, because sometimes people do that and they really believe in it. So then I'm the bad guy, because what they do is
right,
because they believe in it. It's just like I feel like, especially about big artists, then they are putting out music that is the quality is average, and then they end up in the top 10 Beatport just because I don't know, they have big marketing teams, and there are tons of artists that make the best music ever, and then nobody knows about them, you know.
Totally. Yeah, it's not about the music anymore. Or was it ever? Yeah, it's not about the music anymore. Or was it ever?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, man. It's just music revolutions was something like people from Chicago, Detroit, all these guys, the OGs, England, I don't know, UK.
Yeah,
all
but it's
such,
but here's my take. It's always about a movement, or still about some kind of feeling of being part of something.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
it's still about people.
Yes, indeed.
And it's never about the music itself, because there's always someone who will say that your music is shit. And so when those movements appeared, people who were playing jazz, they were probably looking at that like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Yeah.
And for them, it was like, it's a movement, it's a brand, they like to be part of it and stuff like that. And we probably see it happening again. So I'm not sure it actually changed. Even like when you think about it, the Woodstock kind of thing, it was always a movement and people wanting to be part of a community and something bigger than music. It's all what works. It's because of people. Because people, it's
But
never about the artist and the music to some extent,
Yeah, but on the other hand, it doesn't work without the music, so.
Oh no, of course, the product is the music, but the way people feel connected to it isn't only about the music, and I think it never was. Even probably we'll go back to the classical time, Mozart and stuff. And it was for the kings. Music was like, I'm a king, so I deserve music, and so I gain status from it. And it's always just about bigger than music,
Yeah, you're right. I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know.
I think we know.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because it I think it's the way we look at things, and that's what I'm trying to teach. Is that in the other channel? Is that really shifting to the perspective of like making it about people, finding a way for your music to relate to them is the most powerful thing you can do. But you do that by being yourself, like I love your music, and it's relatable to me because it's groovy, and then you're funny with your title, like song names and stuff. So I relate to that because I'm also making jokes all day and stuff like that. So I want to be part of your stuff. You know what I mean? So I relate. So it's also, you have a brand and stuff like that. And obviously, so it's always bigger than music.
Yeah.
I like your music, but because I like your identity, and it's not only your music.
I agree with you. You need something else than music all the time, always. Or you just adhere to the idea of the music. You sometimes I listen to music and I don't know who's behind it, and I'm just like so into it, and I will never know who the person or the people behind it look like, how they feel, what's what's their vibe, etc. So sometimes it's like, this is just the music for me.
Yeah, but the music is about you still, because how you feel about it, you always see it through your own shit,
Yeah, definitely.
So music is bigger than music itself, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like a language.
It's always about the human primal feeling.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to understand that, because when we reduce it to just like music, it's not actually true, What we feel is not the music, it's us in the music. Well, I think it's a good way to end this podcast. How do you feel about it?
Well, it was nice to see and talk about things differently. I don't do a lot of interviews and podcasts and stuff, and I was wondering what kind of questions I would get, because I checked all the excerpts you have on Instagram, and it's especially now, like in a super evolving industry, it's nice to put things back in the center, and also like challenge things and stuff like that. So it's and you have like questions that I never asked myself, so it's very interesting, and it's fun. Yeah, thank you.
My pleasure. I hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. Every Wednesday, I'm live on Twitch with a new episode of In Alignment with Highbloo, the Highbloo podcast. The replay drops on YouTube and Spotify the week after. See you next Wednesday.